Nice work, Sly. I'm downloading from Dimitri's mainframe as we speak.
All in a night's work. So, where do we go from here?
Your next job is to break into the nightclub and take some reconnaissance photos of the clockwork tail feathers. To get inside, you'll have to sneak through an old wine cellar beneath town.
Okay, I'll head up for the cellar.
So basically that's the main part of the game, getting the clockwork parts. Even though he was killed at the end of Sly 1, he's still kind of a threat because apparently he can be revived. That's why there is that little thing at the end where it showed his eye turning red, you know, turning on. Don't really know how because he was pretty heavily damaged. But I don't know, maybe we'll get it more explained as the story goes on.
Good to see you, little buddy. I guess the way through the wine cellar is guarded by those rats. Bentley thought you might like some help clearing them out.
Sounds like fun. You and me, back to back?
Totally. Outnumbered, fighting impossible odds. It's perfect.
All right, pal. Let's get to it.
Well, what I want to think about the rats. They don't have pupils. Yeah. I thought that little black outline was their pupils, but it isn't. I noticed that my test run, well, the thing where my capture card had problems, and it still freaks me out. That guard's coin sack, is glowing. We'll get into details about that a bit later. But let's just kick some not rat ass. Hey, that rhymed. I didn't even do it on purpose. And Murray is having a hard time with this last rat.
Hold on, Sly. Let me lower those bars for you. There you go. To get over this thing, you'll have to double jump. Hit the X button to jump, then, while in the air, press it again to get some extra air time. Looks like you're on your own from here.
I'm used to it. Thanks for the help.
Anytime, partner.
And we might as well loot the area, because why not? I do want those upgrades for Sly and Murray. It's worth noting that usually, I think Bentley's usually the cheapest. And then it's probably Murray and then maybe Sly.
If you leave this area, you'll abandon.
Wasn't intending to. It's worth noting that for people who are going to get 100%, which includes buying all the gadgets and all, there is a really easy way of getting coins. I'm going to go into detail about that when we reach that point in the game. I have a preferred method.
In order to get past these lasers, you need to crawl under that table. To do that, get near the table and press the circle button.
Oh, never explained this. Pulling out Squirt will let Slide do this and then a spin attack. It's useful, but not that useful. Also, the lasers in this game, if you touch them, they instantly hurt you. They don't send the entire area into an alert. Not a bad choice in my opinion. It again encourages more on the way of stealth.
Flashlight guards are too tough to fight head on.
Kinda.
Crawl under the tables to sneak around him.
Also, word of caution for this mission, you cannot be seen by those guards. If you do, that's an instant game over, which is kind of lame, because that guard over there, it's kind of finicky with him. I don't like it. Okay, I didn't have any problems there.
This air vent
Sometimes,
leads to Dimitri's
when you're
nightclub.
on... I'll explain after
Hit
Bentley
the
shuts
circle
up.
button to crawl inside.
When you're under that, with that guard, you can't really see the light, and sometimes you might get, like, caught by the tiniest pixel. Also had to do that.
In order to shut down those yellow lasers, you'll need to take out that guard. sneak up behind him and press the triangle button to knock him into the air. Then the square button to slam and finish him off. Got that? The triangle button, then the square button.
And that's why enemies take more than one cane strike to defeat in this game. They want you to do the stealth kills more often. There is a way to work around that. A very useful upgrade from one of the saves. But we unfortunately don't have access to that just yet.
That sneak attack slam move only works on guards who haven't seen you. Wait until this guy turns his back, and then let him have it.
Easy as can be. It's also worth noting, this is basically what most first missions in a hub are going to be, reconnaissance. It's not really going to be... There are missions like the first one, where... Oh, those rats are alerted, I didn't know that. Where there are going to be missions like where you have to activate satellites so you can get more info for Bentley and all. But more often, it's always reconnaissance
first. If you get in a
first.
fight with those rats, the sneak attack won't work. It's purely a stealth.
Oh, he saw me. That's a shame. I don't think the spin attack even does more damage. It just like gives you a wider area to hit them, but other than that, it doesn't do much. Also, with most enemies, you're gonna be careful when you're hitting them. After you knock them down, they have like an attack animation where they get up, but until they do that, they're invincible. You'll just take unneeded damage. Something I'm not a fan of. I'm pretty sure Dimitri's not gonna mind that I'm ransacking his place. I could even find out.
Another air vent. Judging by the angle, it should lead to the printing press room. Jackpot! The heart of Dimitri's operation. Head for those windows and take some reconnaissance photos. Tap the R3 button, you know, click the right analog stick, to bring up your binocular. It's already outfitted with a spy cam. Slide, use the right analog stick to zoom in and out
I'm waiting,
on photo
Bentley.
targets. Tap the R1 button to take a picture when you've got a good shot. That's our target, Dimitri, professional lounge lizard and international forger.
And he's a French lizard.
That generator seems to be powering the security systems down here.
Please do not blow up the generator. That's amusing.
Ingenious. Dimitri's using the clockwork tail feathers as printing plates. Given their rare alloy, they'll never wear out. Unlimited forged money. That should do it, Sly. Head back to the safe house and we'll cook up a plan of attack. The recon photos are a grim reminder of what the modern thief is up against. Spotlights, stepped-up patrols. The sum of it all renders a direct assault impossible. To solve this puzzle, I'm going to need some more intelligence. First, replace this bugged painting with one Dimitri has in his office. Once in place, we should be able to listen in on his communications. Second, if you see the boss, tail him. We might learn something from studying his movements. Once we've got a proper understanding of the operation, those clockwork tail feathers are as good as ours.
Oh, Dimitri actually smokes. That's why the game has a Packer rating. I completely forgot about that. So anyway, we're going to want to buy the smoke bomb. And next, I'll go for Fists of Flame. We still don't have access to Bentley and Murray just yet.
You can bring up your binocular by pressing the R3 button.
So you press select, and you can go into the gadget grid, and that equips any upgrades you got and all. So we're going to set that to L1. This is pretty useful.
You know, the right analog stick that adjusts the camera. Click it to look through your binoculars. They'll be useful for finding the new job starts I've placed around town. Plus, they'll let you read the job titles.
So, as you can see now, there are rats on the rooftops, and there are also those warthogs patrolling the area.
Sly, I managed to outfit this forged painting with a bug. I need you to sneak into Dimitri's office and swap it with the original.
Nice. So we'll be able to listen in on his conversations.
Yes, I thought things might go more smoothly with an ear on the inside. Just be careful with the fine art. Take any damage and the painting's ruined.
And that could have been bad. Would have been seen as soon as the mission started. Don't want to avoid that rat, though. So basically, you don't want to take damage for this mission, otherwise you get a game over. I don't like things in games like that where you take one hit, you're instantly dead. Or you have to restart or anything. That's bogus, to say the least. I don't think I can make that. I don't know if I can make that. Daw. There's also a specific reason why I'm doing this mission before that other one that popped up. This is actually where we're gonna find a safe, and I figured we might as well get that out of the way. Also, that yellow meter I'm gonna explain after this cutscene.
The schematic indicates that door is locked from the inside.
That's all right. I never was one for the direct approach.
Swell, because the indirect approach is way up there through that air vent.
So the yellow meter is used for gadgets and all. As it goes down, you can't use up the gadgets. The red cube, the red plus signs, not only increase your health, but they also replenish the gadget meter. Also, don't bother with these guards. They have no cash. And it's frankly kind of a hassle to beat them because they have projectiles. And my god, this area has kick-ass music. I could dance this. Holy crap.
Dimitri, coming at you loud and clear. I've got to pay 5 gills up to my main man working the disco. Spice sales are up. Keep on moving that spice pipe. And to every home slice down in the special big money-making room. That niceness of jobs there, man, I tell you. Keep full steaming ahead with my new clockwork printing plates. All of us right there early. You picking up on what I'm throwing down? Peace out.
My only real disappointment with this area is that none of the missions that actually take place in the nightclub are occupied by, you know, partygoers. It would be really cool to do that, but at least they're gone. This is actually a returning move from the original. This is what you first get from All Washed. I think it's Stealthy Approach, or is it All Washed Up? It's the first level of the original. It's pretty useful. It doesn't really do anything in the air like the original, and basically what it used to do in the original, when you do it in the air, Triangle does that. It doesn't have as good a range of, like an area of effect as the original, which is kind of a shame.
Nice work, Sly. The bug's in position. If you manage to get the original painting back to me in one piece, I could sell it through my internet connections and make us a ton of coins.
That's good to know. And right here we have a future mission. Can't really go into details about that yet, but we can get a good look at this portrait. That's such a cute picture of Sly. I don't really know what this one is. So we're gonna not want to get seen here. Again, these guards have nothing useful. Which is weird, because guards always have something.